The Life and Sad Ending of Steve Allen. Stephen Valentine Patrick William Allen was born September 26, 1921, in New York City, son of Billy and Isabel Allen, a husband and wife vaudeville comedy team. His father died when he was an infant. He was raised on the south side of Chicago, largely by his mother's Irish Catholic family. Milton Berle called Allen's mother the funniest woman in vaudeville. Allen's first radio job was on the station KOY in Phoenix, Arizona, after he left Arizona State Teachers College in Tempe, while still a sophomore. He enlisted in the United States Army during World War II and was trained as an infantryman. He did not serve overseas, instead of spending his service time at Camp Roberts, California. He returned to Phoenix before deciding to move back to California. He became an announcer for KFAC in Los Angeles. In 1946, he joined Mutual Broadcasting System and began hosting a comedy show called Smile Time. With time, he began to experiment with the formats of his shows. He took up a job with CBS Radio to host a music and talk show. Gradually, he converted it into a late-night talk show, which made him popular. By 1950, his show was one of the most loved radio shows. In 1949, he saw an advertisement inviting television presenters for professional wrestling. In spite of having little knowledge about the sport, he applied and got the job. CBS Television recognized the young man's potential and believed that he could be groomed to do better. He was made the host of The Steve Allen Show, which premiered on Christmas Day, 1950. He became very popular when he was called to fill in as guest host for Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts. He turned a live commercial for tea into a comedy routine by preparing tea and soup and pouring both into a ukulele. From 1953, he appeared regularly on the game show What's My Line and also served as a panelist after Fred Allen died. He continued with the series till its end in 1967. In 1954, he became the host of the talk show Tonight, starring Steve Allen, which was the first version of what was to become known as The Tonight Show. The show was highly popular and achieved long-term success. He was with the show till 1957. He's credited with originating the ideas of an opening monologue, celebrity interviews, comedy bits, and audience involvement, which later on were adopted by several other shows. He began hosting The Steve Allen Show in 1956. It was a variety show and ran until 1960 on NBC. Afterwards, it was run in syndicated form from 1962 to 1964. It was critically praised and an award-winning show. From 1964 to 1973, he hosted the panel game show I've Got a Secret, which was produced by Mark Goodson and Bill Todman. He also composed music for the show. He produced the PBS series Meeting of Minds from 1977 to 1981. In the show, actors played the part of a notable historical figure and were interviewed by Allen. The show won many awards for its ingenuity and regarded it as his favorite show. He was the author of several books of comedy, including Dumpf. He also wrote on religion, notably Steve Allen on the Bible, Religion, and Morality. He was an outspoken critic of organized religion. He was a music composer who had thousands of songs to his credit. He often wrote music and lyrics for Broadway musicals and films. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Allen recorded a solo piano album for the Piano Quarter Contemporary Artists Series, joining such other artists, pianists of the day as Liberace, Floyd Kramer, Teddy Wilson, Roger Williams, and Johnny Guarnieri. His solo album was popular. Piano Quarter was founded by Joseph Tushinsky. The piano quarter was the first modern mechanical player piano made for the public that used solenoids to power the keys. In 1986, Allen was inducted into the Television Hall of Fame. In his personal life, Allen and Dorothy Goodman married in 1943 and had 3 children, Steve Jr., Brian, and David. That marriage ended in divorce in 1952. Allen's second wife was actress Jane Meadows, sister of actress Audrey Meadows. That union produced one son, Bill Allen, named for Steve's father. They were married in Waterford, Connecticut on July 31st, 1954, and remained married until his death. Sadly, Allen died on October 30th, 2000, at the age of 78. At first, it was suspected that he had suffered a fatal heart attack while napping at his son's Los Angeles area home. However, autopsy results showed the real cause of death was a ruptured blood vessel caused by chest injuries he did not realize he had sustained in a minor traffic accident earlier in the day. He is buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles. He has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a television star at 1720 Vine Street, and a radio star at 1537 Vine Street.